Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel for another video. In today's look, I wanted to do something a little more colorful, a little more out there, so I decided to go with a purple, and I wanted to do like a monochromatic purple look. So if you're interested in seeing how I got the video, then continue to watch. Very first thing I'm gonna do is do my brows. I just decided to quickly film this. It's pretty much the same as my other video I already have posted, but I used the color Fawn underneath my brow bone just to give it a little bit of a lighter shade. Then I went in with my toast, took the same type of fluffy blending brush, and then I'm going to just melt that into my skin. Okay, brow, yes, girl. Okay, so next what I'm going to do is go in with my eyeshadow base or primer. I'm using my P. Louise base in Rumor 5. I'm going to first put that on with the same blending brush that I used to blend my brow color with, and then I'm going to go in with a small beauty blender. I'm going to use the butt end of it and just go ahead and try to get that base as even as flat as possible. Okay, so just remember to set your base. I'm going in with my translucent powder, and I'm focusing this underneath my brow bone because I'm not going to have a ton of color there. So very first thing I'm going to do is go in with my Morphe 35B palette, and I'm going to use the darkest purple that I have in there without going too blue because I wanted to keep this very purple toned. It does have an undertone of blue, but this is the darkest purple that I had, so I went in with that in my crease shade first. I'm going to place that in as you see in the video. I'm not dragging it all the way to the front of my brow just because I like the shape that it gives my eye. It makes me look like I have a deeper crease. So you'll see me putting that on. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to pat it in, and then I'm going to move on to my second shade, which is a lighter purple. You can't really tell on camera, but it's a lighter purple. And I'm going to go in with another small blending brush, place that right on the edge or the top of the first color, and use that to blend the harsh edges. Okay, so I'm going to continue to blend that, and then once I'm satisfied, I'm going to take my lightest shade, which is a very pink toned purple shade out of the 35B palette, and I'm going to set that right on the top of my second shade just to give that a nice gradient and blend it out effect towards my brow bone. Okay, so just remember to pack the color on and blend out, and really the whole look is kind of transitioned for you. So once you're satisfied with that, I'm going to move on to my lid shade, and this is a very pretty, like shimmery, shifty type of purple shade out of the 35B palette. It's got a little bit of teal reflex. It's really cute, but I'm going to take a regular eyeshadow brush and just blend that onto my lid. And then once I've got the opacity I like, I'll go back in with the first brush and blend the hard edges. Okay, and then I'm going to add a wing liner. Today I'm using my NYC liquid liner. I do plan on making a separate video about how I do my wing liner, but for now, just kind of try to follow as best you can. I add little sections at a time, flick out the end, and then connect the two in the middle. Alright, and once I've gotten the liner on, it's inevitable that I'm going to mess up. So I usually take my concealer that I use above my brow bone, and I just line the bottom of my wing, and that kind of helps to make it a little bit more crisp, a little more sharp, and kind of helps to even them out. So I'm just checking it out, make sure I'm good with what it looks like, and then I'm going to move on. I'm going to add a little bit of glitter to this look today. So to add that, I'm using some lash glue, and this one has a like an applicator tip, so I'm using that to actually put the glue on the eye. And I'm just putting it right above my wing, and then I'll add the glitter on top of that. Okay, I'm going to use my glitter now. This is some glitter I just threw together. Okay, this is just something mixed up, and I'm just using an angled liner brush to place that directly on top of the lash glue. Okay, here I am just removing excess or fallout glitter so that it's a little bit easier of a cleanup when it's time to do your foundation. And I'm going to go back over my wing liner, make sure it doesn't get lost or covered up by the glitter, and then I'll show you the other eye. All right, you're gonna feel like the cleanup woman after this look, but you want to just get rid of any excess glitter off of your face before you move on to the next step. I'm taking my lashes in EDL 11. These are from the hair store, and these are some foamy lashes. I'm gonna move on to my waterline, and I'm using a white base today because I wanted to use a purple liner in the waterline, but I don't have one. So I'm going to put down a white base first, and then I'm going to go in with the second shade that I used to blend out my eyeshadow, and I'm going to place that right on top. Then I'm going to move on with my primer. This is the Milk Hydro Grip primer. Man, I love this stuff. It is so nice feeling, and I already knew that Auntie Jackie wouldn't steer me wrong. So I'm just using that for my base, going in with my foundation, which is the Makeup Forever HD, Ultra HD in R530. And I'm going to blend it out with a beauty sponge. Okay, so I'm going to show you this clip of my skin with that primer, y'all. I am telling you, it's bomb. Okay, if you have textured skin, I highly recommend you try it. Moving on to concealer, I'm using the Fenty Beauty concealer in 410. I'm just going to place that in all the areas that I'd like to bring forth or highlight, including a little bit of reverse contouring. It's just going to help the face look a little bit more sculptured. So where you would place your bronzer normally or your contour shade, you just put a line of concealer there. I'm going to use my same beauty blender to blend out all edges, ending with the concealer underneath my eyelids because I like that to be the brightest of all. Okay, once we're all blended down, I'm just going to set that with a little bit of powder. I don't normally bake, so I will just apply this powder and dust it away with the large fluffy brush. So you'll see me doing it in this next clip. Once I'm done with that, I will add my bronzer, and I'm using, y'all, an OG. This is the CoverGirl bronzer in Ebony. If you know anything about makeup, then you know exactly what this is. Go get it. Got mine off Amazon. I'm going to set my face. I'm going to add highlighter. I'm going to add blush. And then I'm going to finish up the eyes by smoking out the bottom lash line using the very first purple we used in our crease. And then I'm going to go in and add a little sparkle to my inner corners by using this neon palette by Huda Beauty in the green one. And I'm going to just mix a couple of shades and put that in my inner corner. And then that's really the entire look, y'all. And we done, but we finna be slaying, okay? All right, so look ain't complete until we add some hair curl. So here we coming back, yes. We doing a wet kind of look, drip, whatever you want to call it. I just put on a little bit of clear lip gloss here. And in this clip, I added a deep purple look for a more monochromatic look. Details for the lips will be left below. I want to say thank you again for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.